Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning out my family calendar that my husband and my kids will reference. So let's see here. Let's get started. For this, I use the Erin Condren calendar pad. It's just like a paper calendar pad that you can just rip off each month, and I love it. It's got the great Erin Condren paper. But still something disposable that I can use. So to get started here, I'm going to reference back to my August monthly in my planner. And if you haven't watched this video, I'd love for you to go check it out. This is how it turned out. I have added a few things already since I filmed it, but this is how that turned out. So if you're interested, I'd love you to check out the video. And I'm just going to set this to the side so that I can reference for this. But to get started, because this is a blank, I just need to write everything out. So I will just write in my month and my days real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got that all numbered out. Now I do this by colored code system, so I have all my colors here for the family, and I'm just going to write that up here. So we're going to start with Mom, Dad, pretty much use these same colors every month so they know which color is theirs and what to look for. So the kids, and then I'll just use this orange color for the family, things that we do together. So there's that. All right, let's get started with our plans. So starting on Friday the 1st, let's see here. Miss Cadence is going on a shopping trip, and then that night she has a coaches meeting at her cheer gym that she coaches at. So there's that, and then Hendrix has a hair appointment. Oops. I shouldn't have wrote his name. I don't usually do that because I'm using the color, but since I was talking, it just is what it is. Okay, so let's see here. And then as a family, we're doing back to school shopping on Saturday. Tax-free weekend, so it's probably going to be awful, but and then my daughter has a party that night, just like an end of summer back to school type thing. Okay, so then let's see here. On Sunday, and I'm terrible about this, but I gotta move it around to write. On Sunday morning at church, my husband and our oldest and I are on a volunteer schedule, and so this Sunday is our Sunday to be in the kids area. Oops. And then we've got cheer, and then let's see here. The boys have a birthday party that night to go to. And I think that's it for Sunday. Okay, on Monday, let's see here, I have a PTA meeting that night. My daughter has a tumble class, and she has high school cheer practice. Okay. On the 5th, let's see here. I have a PTA volunteer thing that night. My son has football practice. And then we have cheer. Okay. All right. So the 6th is pretty busy. Let's see here. My daughter has a hair appointment. Okay. She also has her all-star cheer. Hendrix has an orthodontist appointment. And then we have our back to school bash at church that I think all of us will go to. My husband may not go to that, but I know the 3 kids and I will be going to that. So I'm just going to use the family color. And then let's see here. This is kind of for everyone, but we have open house for everyone on the 7th. The boys are at night, and my daughter's is during the day. And then I have to volunteer for a shift, I think. I'm pretty sure. I should probably double check that, but I think I do. And then she'll still have cheer practice in the morning. I think this will be her last summer practice, and then it'll just be during the school day. Okay, that looks pretty good. On the 8th, we actually don't have anything right now. I'm sure that'll change, but we don't yet. Let's see here. And then we have 2 things on Saturday. We have the Chiefs start preseason, and then we have an adoption party that we are going to. So those are family things. Okay, we'll move on to the 10th. We have tumble and cheer, and my daughter will be having a family birthday party after church. And I'm not going to mark church just because that's a every Sunday thing. Okay, and then on the 11th, we have a whole lot of stuff going on here. We have high school cheer pictures after school. And my daughter's supposed to have tumble, but I'm going to assume she's going to miss because she'll want to do her hair and makeup and all the things for that. And then it's going to be the first day of school for 2 of my kids. They're doing like a rolling start, and so 2 of them go on Monday. And the 3rd one that goes on Tuesday. Okay. And then let's see, we have high school picture day is on the second day of school. And this day happens to be her birthday. So go ahead and mark that, and then we will have football. Okay, I think that's it for the 12th. So on the 13th, we will have, so my Bible study starts back up for the fall. We took off like 6 weeks in the summer, and so we'll be starting back this day. Oops. And then my daughter has cheer after school. And then our youth group has, oops, that's the wrong color, an event. So I'll go ahead and write that down. For the 13th. All right, and so the 14th is pretty simple. We have football. There's that. The Chiefs play another preseason game. On the 16th, we have son's first game of the season, which will be a jamboree. And then my daughter's like friend birthday party will be on this weekend. Okay. We've got tumble and cheer. Oh, there's always so much pink. Tumble, and then we've got a dentist appointment. There, and then let's see, we've got, you know what I didn't add? I didn't put football on this day. We have football on Wednesdays until school starts. I forgot that. Okay, back to here. 19th, we just football. Okay, and then on the 20th, we have cheer. Seems like a lot on Wednesdays, but they do get out early on Wednesdays. So that's how they can do cheer practice after school, and then she can still go to church. It works out. And then let's see here. I have 2 of our schools will have PTA that day. My kids are at 3 different schools this year, so it's gonna be a lot. Football. And then let's see here, we have a Chiefs game. And then we have a high school football game. And then my daughter will have a pep rally during the day at school. We actually don't have anything on the 23rd right now, so that's kind of nice. I hope I'm always in frame here. Okay, we've got cheer, and then On Sunday night, we're having a ministry cookout at our church. So that'll be a family thing. I've got tumble. Football. Just looks like a lot of the same stuff. That's kind of how it goes during football season. It's all the time, it feels like. And so we have another high school game. And so then we'll have a pep rally. That reminds me, pretty sure my daughter cheers this night. It's a benefit game. I'm not making these pink because she's in 9th grade, and so the 9th graders don't, because there's so many of them, they don't cheer every Friday night. So only like on the special games. So she'll be cheering on weeknights, and then as a family, we still just go to high school games. We're kind of a football family. Okay, so my son has another football game here. I'm putting in blue, but of course we're gonna travel as a family. And then depending on the time he plays, we have a family reunion scheduled for this day. So if we can make it, we will definitely do that. And then we're down to tumble and cheer again. And I think that's that. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and write on here. This is mine and my husband's dating anniversary, so we'll just write it down just for fun. Not that we're gonna celebrate or do anything, but it's still fun. Okay, we've got that all done. I think that's it for plans so far. Okay, so now I'm just going to write our meal plan over here to the side. I just do that in black. And if you've heard me talk about meal planning, I don't choose set meals for certain days. So I just pick 10 or 12 meals because we definitely don't cook every night. We usually don't even go through the entire 12 meals because we're terrible about eating out or grabbing to go. It's so bad. But anyway, I'll just have the meal options here, and then that day we can decide what we want, what we're in the mood for. And that seems to work out pretty well for us. Unfortunately, we don't always have stuff thought out, which in turn ends up causing us to grab pizza or something, but I also try to choose pretty easy meals, especially during this time of year, because I know that we need stuff that's quick, simple, doesn't require a lot of effort, because we're just exhausted by the end of the day. So let's see, I'll finish this out. Okay, I think that's 12 meals. So I got that ready, and like I said, it's a mix of super easy stuff, stuff that can go in the crock pot, things that are frozen that we can just put in the air fryer or the oven real quick. It's all quick, easy items. So I think that is it for this video. We've got all of our plans, we've got our meal plan. Like I said, this is paper. I'll just tear it off, and this just lives on the side of our refrigerator. So all the kids know their color. They can come and see. And a lot of the stuff they know, like we have football practice every Tuesday. Like they know that. But for the extra things, birthday parties, hair appointments, stuff like that, they know to come and check the calendar. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.